What is up, guys? It is a cold, or I won't say cold, but cool, crummy, rainy, dreary day out. I went fishing all day yesterday and decided that I would be fair weather today and not play in the rain. It was supposed to be rain up to 1 to 2 inches, and I just didn't really feel like it. So I'm here in the garage at the house, doing some boat maintenance, cleaning up some stuff, and just got to thinking, cleaning up my frog box specifically. And frog fishing is one of my by far favorite things to do. It's my favorite bait to throw. I'll just say it outright. If I could throw it 12 months a year, I would. But unfortunately, they don't like chewing frogs in December, January. At least not where I'm from, North Carolina. Um, so I really just want to kind of give a quick rundown on what I like to throw, why I like to throw it, what I like to throw it on, and kind of just go from there. And hopefully everybody gets something out of it. Who knows? I'll probably get some criticism, but that's the internet. Hey. But anyways, the rod I like to throw it on, NGX. It is a 7.3 heavy, fast action. Um, Super light, super balanced, and I am thoroughly impressed with this. Brian Latimer is a level pro, I believe, and he was talking about him, and I really like his stuff. So I went and picked one up, and super light, super balanced, really good backbone on this rod, but it's got just enough tip to make these frogs walk like they should. And especially the style I'm fishing too. I'm not fishing heavy mats and stuff like that. If I was, I'd probably have a 7.6 or a 7.4 extra heavy, extra fast kind of rod. But for the conditions that I fish, shoreline grass, gator grass, water willows, this rod is absolutely perfect, and it's really good for light flipping too. I really like it for like 1/4 ounce, 3/8 ounce, or even less flipping. So really been thoroughly impressed with these level rods, and I'm looking forward to transitioning from what I have now, which is kind of a variation of things, to more level rods. So shout out to them. I appreciate that. Throw it on a Lew's Hypermag 8.3 to 1, 65-pound braid. This thing's a winch. It's a workhorse. It really gets the fish out of the grass well, gets them out of quick. You want to always throw a high-speed reel, in my opinion, at least a 7.1, bare minimum, I think, in my opinion, 7.1. But at least, like I said, the faster the better, in my opinion. Reel up that slack, get that fish out of that grass, lock your drag down. It's got a great drag system. Yeah, I mean, that's a quick rundown. Braid, I keep it real simple. This is just Sufix 832, 65-pound test. This is just Power Pro, 65-pound test. So nothing fancy. Don't do anything too crazy. I think I've thrown plenty of frogs on 50-pound tests. I think that's more than enough, unless you're really fishing thick mats or thick reeds, thick stemmed grass, like you do down in Florida a lot of times. You might even bump up to 80 in some scenarios. I know there's some pros and people that do that, I'm sure. But that's kind of my setup. Really, I just wanted to go over the frogs that I'd like to throw and don't, or have not the best experience with and have great experience with. Frog fishing is definitely a do or die, all or nothing type deal. When they are on it, they are fully on it. There is no doubt about it. They're eating it. So I'm in post spawn where I'm at, full post spawn. We're 2 weeks into post spawn. Water temperatures, actually after this rain, they might even get down to the 60s. But they've been as high as 75, 77. If I go out tomorrow, I would not be surprised to see it in the mid to upper 60s with this cold rain. It's not supposed to get up to 60 today. So 58-degree rain, it's going to drop that water temperature pretty good. But let's get back to it. Frog fishing. Let's just start with the good old-fashioned Spro. This is just a nice, easy one to go with. Popping frog. That's what I throw 80, 90% of the time, if not more. That's what I prefer to throw. Again, Spro. This is a bronze I-60, Dean Rojas. Made him famous. love it. I think the body is soft enough, but not too soft. And as you can see, I cut the legs off of this one, but to kind of give you an example, this is a snag proof, but you can see that's how long the legs usually are. But the biggest thing for me on a frog is the bite, meaning the gap, the distance between the body of the frog and the hook when a fish eats it. And I used to throw Spro almost exclusively. Like that's all I threw. That's all I knew when I first started tournament fishing. And I think over the years they've changed, in my opinion. I could be wrong on that, but like this popping frog, just for example, if you look here on the side, you can see that hook is even with the body, if not slightly below the top of the body. Actually, you can even see it a little bit better, and you can adjust these things for sure, but you can even see it a little bit better there. The hook is below the top of the body, so you're not going to get stuck. You're not going to get snagged on anything. You can run your finger across it, nothing happens. And then the bite, what we call the bite. If you look at that, there you go, focused. Not very deep. It's decent. It's okay. You'll catch fish on that all day long. It's hard to see, but that's one thing I've noticed in trying out other baits, other companies, other styles of frog, is that some are designed that way. You can always change the hooks out and do all that good stuff, but in my opinion, I'm not fishing for $100,000 every week. And if I was, I'd probably be changing hooks out and dialing things in a little bit better. But in my opinion, that bite is not good enough for me. I don't like that it's so small. But it's hard to beat in general. I mean, it's the OG. I say it's the OG. There's Snag Proof's been around for forever. There's a bunch of other stuff. But to me, the days of me fishing, Spro is the one I first heard about and first fished. Softness, again, pretty good, durable. I think usually after probably 10 fish, you can probably chuck one of these in the trash. Again, in my opinion, you can doctor them up, use super glue, stuff like that, and make them last longer. But and then the price point, I think I've seen some of them. Don't quote me, but I think $15, $16 now, when they used to be like 8 to 10. Obviously, everything's going crazy with the world, but I think I went to one of my local shops around here, and these were like 15 or 16 bucks a piece now. It's kind of crazy to me. That's kind of crazy. I'll always have some Spro though. I mean, I do like them. But yeah, that's Spro. That's a rundown for me. Just because of the style and them kind of being OG, I'd probably rate them about a 6 to 7. Again, my opinion. Next one I'll do is a newer one to me. And I think newer one just in general, it's probably been around for a little while, but is the Berkley Swamp Lord. That guy right there. This is the black one. I have another one somewhere around here. Actually, I have a couple more. That's their bluegill, that's their black. I thought I had another one around here. Oh yeah, right in front of my face. And that's just kind of their leopard frog, springtime frog pattern. But I think this is their gill color, and that's just the black. But you can see this one. I've used that one a little bit. You can see the teeth marks up and down there. So I've caught a few fish on it. Overall, let's check the most important thing again to me, is that bite. Again, it's not very big. It's not much. You look at it that way, it looks a little better, but from the side and then from the top, it's just not much. There's not much there for the fish to get. I've been pretty successful with it, but I have missed quite a few. And with frog fishing, that can always mean several different factors. The biggest factor is timing. You gotta let the fish eat it. And guilty just like everybody of it. I sometimes I just jump, get too excited, fast twitch muscle, I just set the hook, even when I don't feel them on. But that's the Swamp Lord. I like it. I think it's a good bait. I think, again, you know, probably after 8 to 10 fish, you're probably chucking this one in the trash, or you're super gluing it or whatever. Usually after the fourth or fifth, or third or fourth fish, I definitely notice that it starts filling up with water a lot faster. So it starts diving and not walking correctly. So you have to shorten up your cast and kind of play that role a little bit. But again, durability, I don't think any frog is that durable. I don't think any bait's that durable anymore. So that is the Swamp Lord Spro. Let's do the Gambler. I really like this one. And one big difference on this one is, if you listen, hopefully you can hear that. It's got little rattles, little BBs in it. I've gotten away from Gambler, and I don't know why. I need to get back to them. I really, really do. I went to Florida last year for a week and picked a few up and burnt through them, but still had this one left. Oh, another thing I forgot to show is the water outlet. I don't know if you can see that guy there. On the back end, Spro is more just where the hook point comes out, or excuse me, the hook shanks come out. And I did the Swamp Lord already, and then this guy is on the bottom as well. You can kind of see that, but really like the Gambler. I'm gonna buy a few more of these. I don't know why I forgot about them. I wish I didn't, but I just found this buried in a compartment of the boat, and I need to get back to them for sure. I wanna get a few more of them and get them on the water. But obviously, just a simple white color, great for shad spawn. I like the cup on this guy. Really nice, longer, kind of more narrow body. And underneath, just give you a quick tour. I do like the tinsel. I think that's a nice little touch. Whether it does anything, who knows, but I just like it. I think it's cool. I think it's a nice little addition. But overall, really, really like these frogs. Need to get back to them. I really, really like their bite. Really nice, deep bite there. Good hookup ratio. In comparison to the Spro and the Swamp Lord. So really, really like these. And then another one I've been using heavily the last year or so is the Snag Proof. That guy right there. Again, old school, been around for a long time. Great product. Smaller cup, which I like, especially when you're fishing a little bit thicker grass or vegetation. Back end, top end, you can kind of see in comparison to, for instance, the Swamp Lord. Hooks are on the side. You don't really get anything. You get a little bit there. Hooks are on the top. Almost every time I'm getting stuck. But I like that. I like the hook design. I think that's perfect. I think it's great. And then look at the bite. I will say, the quality of hook is not the best. The bite is really good. The hookup ratio is really good. But like the quality of these hooks, to me, does not look that great. They kind of look like old Eagle Claw long shank that you buy at Walmart for going to bluegill fishing. They're stout, but I think I'd change that. But price point, let's get back to that as well. I mean, 12, I mean, these are like $14, $15, $16 now, the Spros. These are, I think, like 10, 11 bucks. So price point. I think the Swamp Lords are like 12, 13. Price point, it's kind of mid-range. Durability, soft body, I like that. Really good hookup ratio. I think after 5, 6 fish, no, I mean, after 3 to 4 fish, any of these frogs, you're squeezing the bait out every single time. A lot of people will put super glue and stuff like that around them. I don't. I might try it. I mean, I've done it in the past, but it's been a long time. I don't really mess with them a whole lot. You know, like I said, I think any of these frogs, after about the 8th or 10th fish, you're probably just tucking it to the side and tying on a new one, because it gets really annoying just squeezing them out every single cast. And as you go, you have to make shorter and shorter casts because it starts filling up more and more. But yeah, snag proof, definitely one of my favorites. And then kind of just to dive into the last one, which I got tied up here. I also have another one right here. But kind of just to tie up the quick discussion is the Booyah Pad Crasher. These are these two. You can see how scarred up these are. You know, you can see the rubber, plastic or whatever rubber on this. There's now the paint's coming off. It's translucent. Right through there, you can see all the teeth marks all over it. So these are the ones I've been using a ton over the last year or so, probably more so than any. Biggest thing, just to kind of show you real quick, I'll show you the body, give you the tour. Cup a little bit smaller, side profile. I think the profile of this frog is a little bit smaller in general. The back, there's the hole, water comes out, and again the top, side profile. But again, I like these, if you look at them, again in comparison to, we'll do the Swamp Lord. Hooks on top here, hooks on the side here. I like the hooks on top. This one, I'm getting hooked every single time. I'm not pushing down. 80% of the time, my finger's getting caught up on that. I like that. Again, if they're not quite getting it, like I had a couple fish yesterday in particular, just kind of come up and just suck it in a little bit. They still got them every time. I didn't miss a single fish on this yesterday or last weekend. I don't think I missed a single fish. Of course, you're gonna miss some every now and then. That's what frog fishing is. It's a do or die. But on the Swamp Lord, I just they're so deep onto the body. You know, they're right there on the top, but like you're looking at that, and that hook is well below. Now you can obviously adjust them and work them a little bit, but it's well below the top of the bait. So I really like that. I like that the hook sits on the top. I like it that it points into the body. Love that. That's probably, I will say, if I had to rank them right now, I'm going Pad Crasher. I'm going Snag Proof. The only reason why this is number 3 is because I don't have any. So I think that's going to soon become one of my favorite. But and then probably Swamp Lord number 4 and Booyah number 5. Honorable mention that I don't have any of right now, which is crazy. I had like 10 of them, 15 of them 20 of them last year, is the 6th Sense Vega Frog. It's a longer body, more narrow body. I would probably put that one in 3rd or 4th place. And I got a few more. I got like a Poppin' Perch or a Strike King Perch. And I got a couple more varieties. You know, this one, I don't know what it's from, but I do like the hook style. If you look at it, on top of the frog, lots of bite. I wish I knew what that one was from. Trying to remember. Again, I think this is a Strike King. Not the biggest fan of this one. I didn't really like how it worked, but I do think it's from Strike King. The bite's pretty good on it. It's got a pretty good bite on it, but I worked it. I caught a couple fish on it. I missed more than I wanted to, and it just didn't last. It filled up super, super quick. So the other variance in a frog is specifically with the 6th Sense, is that the water hole is actually on top. I like that. It doesn't allow water to get into it as easy. I think it keeps the frog more true, and you're able to fish it more, even when you catch a bunch of fish on it. But yeah, I mean, that I wanted to keep it simple. I got a couple more here that I've just recently purchased. This guy right here, I think this is from, who is this from? Snack Proof? Yeah, Snack Proof, I think. It is like it's like a little popper, soft body popper. I can't remember what it's called. Don't judge me. I ordered them last year. I've never actually thrown this one, so I probably need to throw it just to give it a shot, but it's definitely cool. I like it. Is it gonna work? I don't know. Not much of a bite on that hook, and they're real tiny. And then this is called like the zoo something. I did not like this. I threw it a few times in my home lake. I did not like it. I think it's got a good bite on it though. Like those hooks point straight up, which is nice. Just didn't really like it. I don't think it suits what I like to do. I'm gonna give it a shot though. It's a cool concept. I think it just needs to dial in a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, really, that's just kind of a quick rundown. I wish it was nice out and I wish I was fishing, but we really need the rain. I think we're in a pretty big drought right now. We're like 10 inches behind of what we normally are. So we just definitely needed the rain. I'm excited to get out there tomorrow. I'm gonna keep cleaning the boat up, but hit me with any comments, questions. You're an idiot, you're smart. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. I love frog fishing, man. It's post-spawn. It's awesome. It's hard to beat. I mean, I think the average size fish I'm catching right now on a frog is probably at least it's right around 5 pounds, four and a half, 5 pounds. I've got some videos on my page, mostly just shorts about it. So I caught one yesterday, 7-1. I caught a 7-4 or 5 last weekend. Actually, give me 1 second. Maybe I can show you. You gonna be able to read it? No matter how I put it. Anyways, you might be able to tell. 7-1, 7-2, 5-7, 5-8, 5-5, 5-11, 5-3, and 5-8. Plus more. Those are all frogfish. Every one of them. So, it's been getting it done. It's that time of year. Every one of those is a frogfish. I caught a few 5s on flipping. I caught a couple more on walking bait, and a couple more on buzz bait, a couple more on glide, stuff like that. But frog is getting them. So, really, again, that's it. I'm gonna finish out this dreary day and finish cleaning the boat up. Get things dialed in for tomorrow. Like I said, I'll probably go fishing tomorrow. So, get things dialed in and go from there, guys. Like I said, let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Judgments, call me an idiot, call me smart. I'm here for it. Peace.